We have countless thoughts every single day, but many of us believe those thoughts simply appear and then disappear without meaning. But have you ever asked yourself this? Do my thoughts really just vanish without any impact? Or could it be that they are shaping the direction of my life? Some perspectives suggest that thoughts are not just fleeting. They may actually influence the reality we experience. When we think in a positive and constructive way, we naturally attract clear energy and meaningful connections. On the other hand, when we hold on to negative thoughts or blame others, those thoughts may begin to shape a more difficult environment in our lives. There is also a way of seeing this that describes our thoughts as something more than temporary, as if each thought does not simply disappear, but becomes a kind of blueprint registered in the greater flow of nature. And based on that blueprint, the conditions of our lives begin to take form. That is why some people say that thoughts can be more powerful than words, because what we think often carries more weight than what we say. We may smile on the outside, but we cannot hide what we are truly thinking within. Thoughts come from a deeper place inside us. And if we appear calm on the surface while holding resentment or frustration inside, those thoughts will eventually affect our lives. So then, are all thoughts the same? If we look more closely, there are different states of thinking. One is the kind of thinking that comes from a lack of inner strength. This kind of thinking is like a hamster wheel. It keeps spinning, but never arrives anywhere. We repeat the same questions without finding answers. We dwell on the past and worry about the future. The thoughts continue, but no conclusion is reached. This kind of thinking often becomes mental noise that drains our energy. When we lack knowledge or inner stability, we cannot process what comes into our lives clearly. So instead of gaining clarity, we become trapped in our own thoughts, like a cup filled with muddy water. No matter how much we stir it, it does not become clear. But when we begin to build a clear inner standard within ourselves, something starts to change. Thoughts begin to quiet down, and instead, discernment begins to appear. Discernment is not something we force through effort. It arises when our inner foundation is strong. In certain moments, we can see clearly right away. This is my own desire, or this is the right direction. It is not something we struggle to figure out. It is something we recognize the moment we see it. So thinking can be a process of wandering, while discernment is a clear understanding grounded in truth. Those who have developed this inner strength do not spend long lost in thought, because they can see, decide, and act without hesitation. So perhaps what we truly need is not to think more, but to build a clear inner standard, so that instead of being trapped in endless thoughts, we can begin to see life with greater clarity. Maybe, in the end, we are not really thinking at all. Maybe we are simply repeating the same unresolved thoughts, regretting the past, and worrying about a future that has not yet come. So perhaps it is worth asking ourselves this question. Right now, am I truly thinking? Or am I just lost in my thoughts?